Hey, it's Monique Anaee, and it is day 2 of my 30-day kickstart to my weight loss journey. I am headed out the door. I'm going to spend the day at my mother-in-law's house just because we have some people coming to the house and with doing some work, and then with the babies and stuff, I just rather be away. Luckily, my mother-in-law lives like 5 minutes down the road, so we're going to be pretty close to home. That's what we're up to. I haven't eaten anything so far. I still have some of my electrolytes from yesterday, and I also made sure to bring a beef stick. I think it's a beef stick. Yeah, a beef stick and a protein shake, because I'm definitely gonna make coffee and make my protein coffee, at least to have that, because I did not come prepared at all. But you know what, I'm still gonna just be mindful and track and just do my best. And I feel like I'm really enjoying this sort of not intense, not so much pressure method, and just focusing on the basics. So let's get the day started. I made my protein coffee. Instead of putting the whole protein shake though, I only put half, just because yesterday I found that I still hadn't finished my protein drink until later in the day, and I didn't really want coffee, but I wanted to finish the protein shake. So I decided to just put half in here, and then I'm gonna drink the other half when I'm feeling a little bit hungry. I'm feeling pretty hungry today. This is the beef stick that I was talking about. It's by the brand Crave, and it is chimichurri, grass-fed, no sugar added, so it's 90 calories with 9 grams of protein. So pretty good. Is it the most tasty? Is it as good as a Slim Jim? No, but it's still good. I love that. It's 90 calories, 9 grams of protein, and then because it's like grass-fed and all that, I just feel good eating it. So with my beef stick and my protein shake as my breakfast, that puts me at 39 grams of protein, which is like crazy. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to focus more on protein. It's kind of hard. I just gave my son some chocolate chip muffins, and obviously like it hurts a little not being able to just like grab one and eat it, but it's gonna be okay. Alright guys, it is now snack time, so I'm gonna be having this bowl of watermelon. I'm about to try this carne asada grass-fed beef jerky that my mother-in-law has. It smells super good. Oh my god, zoomed in. Okay, there we go. It smells good. That's good, and it's not dry.
Oh, I would love that.
I wonder if they still have it at Costco.
I don't know. Let me get him a bag.
Their stuff is really good. What other snacks do you have for me to try? This one is a chocolate hazelnut wafer, 2 grams of sugar. It's a decent size.
Yeah, it is.
That's good. But it's pretty rich from the hazelnut. Guys, we are back home finally. I am super hungry. I feel like all I've had today is snacks, and it is almost 3 o'clock. I really want a meal. I'm just not sure what I want to eat. I kind of want to make my tuna with the egg and then maybe put it in a sandwich or put it in some bread. Let me see how many calories I've had today, because I feel like I've had a decent amount of calories. Okay, so like 500 calories, and I'm really hungry, so I feel like I can afford to have either like a sandwich or do like crackers or chips. I'm leaning more towards a sandwich because it's like wheat bread, and I feel like that's a little bit healthier. I also want to work on my look. I feel like I look just not cute right now. I look tired. This is like the stay-at-home mom uniform. Just kidding. Some stay-at-home moms, like, they really get it together and dress up every day. I want to get in the habit of just like putting on a little bit of makeup and fixing my hair, brushing my hair, styling it in some way, just because I don't like to look like this, and I don't want to look like this. And I feel like, honestly, having my daughter made me want to be more girly and want to just like take better care of myself and like be a good example for her. Being a mom, a boy mom, and like with my husband, he's very just like t-shirts all the time, which I don't mind t-shirts. I live in t-shirts. I just want to put a little bit more effort and just feel cute, you know? So but first things first is making something to eat. So I think I am gonna boil some eggs and make my little tuna thing, because that was literally so much protein and I really liked it. So I think I'm gonna do that. like to put in the eggs before the water boils, just because I've noticed that if I put the eggs in while the water's boiling, they'll crack and stuff, so I just put them in right away. I'm gonna do 5 eggs like I did yesterday because there's a good amount of protein. I mean, I might as well do 6 because it's pretty much all of these eggs right here. I'm gonna finish making this meal, put it into my fitness pal, and see what I want to do for my carb. If I want to do bread or if I want to do chips, to be determined. Alright, you guys, there's been a change of plans. Lunch is gonna have to wait, so I'm gonna eat one of these Built bars. This one is the brownie version. Last night for dinner, my post-dinner snack, I had the coconut version. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I have like sound machines and fans running. But yeah, I need to feed the baby. Baby girl is hungry. So lunch is just gonna have to wait a little bit. Aww. On the plus side, I get to eat this bar, which is so good. These Built bars are pretty good, although I don't think I would eat them if they weren't high protein. Like if it was just a regular snack, like a Kit Kat or a Recess or something, I wouldn't eat it, but that's because I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallows. But as far as being a sweet treat that curbs the craving and is high protein, I do like it. So I'll definitely be picking up some more if they still have them at Costco. Also, the beef stick that I had earlier is chimichurri flavored, and I feel like that's pretty good calories too. And it's one of the better ones that I've tasted. I've had the chomp beef sticks, and they're not my favorite. They're like really tough, and I don't know, I'm just not obsessed with them. And I feel like the chimichurri one is definitely a little bit better. So I'm probably gonna pick up some more of those. I feel like I need to go to Costco or do a grocery order because I don't really have much, which is why I'm pretty much eating the same thing as yesterday. But like I told you guys, I get hyper fixated on stuff. I don't know if that's like an ADHD or ADD thing or what, but it seems to work for me. Basically getting fixated on something that's like healthy and good, and I'll basically just ride the wave until it's no longer good to me anymore. But I'm gonna look up some recipes and just figure out some other things that would be high protein, low carb, and sounds yummy. Because I feel like for me, one reason why I'm chunky is because I'm a huge foodie. I love food. All different kinds of food. Mexican food's my favorite, but I just love all kinds of food. I love good tasting food, like well seasoned food. I love my carbs, so I'm definitely a lover of food. But I'm also trying to no longer be in the spirit of gluttony. I feel like being a foodie is great, but when you get to the point of overindulging and when food has control over you versus you having control over the food, I feel like that's when you start getting into that spirit of gluttony. And I feel like that's definitely been me trying to just have more control over myself, have that self-control, that self-discipline. And I know that I was just in that crazy spirit of gluttony because the feeling of hunger feels foreign. And of course, I was pregnant, so like anytime I felt hungry, I would eat. But right now that I'm like tracking and just in this kickstart of my weight loss journey, I'm feeling hungry again, and I'm feeling that feeling of hunger. And I feel like it's good to feel that. I think it's also good for me to get used to this feeling, because something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about is when you're in a calorie deficit, when you're in a weight loss journey, you're gonna feel hungry. Like there's definitely, that's a discomfort that you're gonna feel. And in a way, the way that like I used to think about it is that means that my body is going to start feeding fat off of itself. It's going to start using my fat for energy. So it's a good thing to feel hungry like that. Fat is stored energy, and so I need to make my body, allow my body to utilize its fat storages. And that's going to be the only way that I'll lean out. It's just science. So it's just the human element of us, I guess I should speak for myself, of me not being used to feeling hungry, the discomfort of being hungry. me and my family watch Survivor, and so sometimes I'll think like, man, would I survive on Survivor? Like, you see it on TV and you think like, oh, okay, like I think I could do it, you know, I think I might have a chance. But then you start really thinking, I don't think I would survive out there with all of the bugs. Like a bunch of bug bites, and I would be so over it, just make me itchy, and I feel like I could deal with the hunger more than I could deal with being bit by all sorts of bugs. At this point, I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna put her to sleep and then finally eat because it's already almost 4 o'clock, so life of a mom. Okay guys, I am finally about to eat lunch. I did end up making the same thing as yesterday, which is the tuna, egg whites, mayonnaise, pepper. I didn't put salt this time because the mayo kind of already had salt. And then I am also going to be eating it with some pickles and 2 slices of bread that I cut up into these little squares to kind of be like crackers in a sense. I was very tempted to do chips, but I felt like at least this is a 100% whole wheat bread, whereas the chips are more processed. Not only do they have carbs, but they also have fat. This is no fat, just all carbs. So this is what we're doing. These are the good decisions that we're making today. Excuse my son, he's very loud, but life with a toddler. I also did half the amount of mayo that I did yesterday, or less than half, because yesterday I did 45 grams of mayo, and today I ended up doing 20 grams of mayo for a total of 138 calories on the mayo instead of 300. That was crazy. So this whole meal is 440 calories. I think it's going to be more enjoyable than last time just because yesterday I just ate it by itself. So yeah, I am really looking forward to this little lunch because I'm so hungry. Alright you guys, here is dinner. We came over to my in-laws and my mother-in-law made hot dogs. So I'm going to be having a hot dog and a Canada Dry. Alright you guys, it is the end of the day. As you saw, I had dinner at my in-laws' house and I wasn't really planning for that. We just kind of ended up there and she was like, hey, I made hot dogs, you want one? And honestly, I didn't because I knew it would be so high calorie. And not that it was so high calorie because I ate one hot dog with the bun and just mustard, which is 0 calories. But still, that alone ate up the rest of my calories for today, pretty much almost 400 calories. And it's kind of a bummer because I feel like it wasn't a volume food. And I need that right now because I love eating till I'm full. And I'm definitely having to adapt, change my habits, and I feel hungry right now. I feel like I want to eat, I want to munch, but this goes back to what I was saying earlier of I need to get comfortable with this feeling because I have 100 pounds to lose, and being in a deficit means you're basically hungry, you know, in order to force your body to feed off of its fat. So that's the situation I'm in. Day 2, I'm definitely feeling the hunger now, and I knew I would because 1500 calories is a pretty dramatic deficit. If I was doing maybe 16 or 1800 calories, it would be not as crazy. But I'm only doing this for the 30 days, and then after that I'll reassess and see what deficit I want to be at, because obviously I feel like 1500 calories is not completely sustainable. I've seen some people do like a zigzag calorie deficit where some days you eat more, some days you eat less. So not really sure, and I don't want to think so far in the future. Like one day at a time is my train of thought right now. I just need to make it one day. So right now I'm going to drink some water and fill up my stomach and go to sleep because it's already late and I'm tired, and hopefully that'll give me a good appetite so in the morning I can make a really good breakfast. And also I wanted to do not pictures, but I wanted to do like my current body versus in the next 30 days, and then, you know, I'm tired, you guys. Basically before and afters of the 30 days. I'm gonna change my shirt though because I want to put on something tight just so that I can like really see my body, and then if I can find a measuring tape I will measure my waist just to see and compare those numbers. I know that my weight, I was either like between 227 to 229, around there. The last documented weigh-in that I have is 227 pounds, and that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I can't remember right now. I have to check my phone, but yes. So let me change my shirt so I can do a body update of what our start
day is looking like, even though I should have done it yesterday, but life be life and y'all. So let me change my shirt and do this real quick. Alright, you guys, I took my little pictures, my little videos, so I'm gonna put my before picture right here so you guys can see. I definitely have a lot of work to do, but like I said, one step at a time. We're gonna get there. I know it. Like, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my heart of hearts. And so I just have to focus one day at a time. And although I do feel hungry right now, like, I don't even want to think about it, honestly. That's all. I'm done talking about the H word. I'm just gonna drink some water, take a shower, and go to sleep because honestly, I'm so tired. And that's because I don't even work out. So, but like I said, we're getting ahead of ourselves. And that's what I always do is I get ahead of myself, start feeling overwhelmed for future me, and then I just stop all the things. So we're not gonna do that. One step at a time. Shower, drink water, shower, sleep, and then start a brand new day tomorrow.